Hi guys, it's Mr. Gonzalez again, here with Lesson 3, the Bass Clef. The main objective of this lesson is to be able to identify the lines and spaces of the bass clef. Let's get going. The bass clef is used for notes in the lower pitch ranges. The bass clef, or F clef, has evolved from a stylized F. The two dots of the bass clef surround the line on which the note F is placed. This F is below middle C. Let's take a look. So if we pretend that this curved line is straight and these two dots are little lines, we can see that this looks like an F. And these two dots, like I said earlier, are showing us where F is. Now, it's really important about these two dots that the top dot is on the fourth space and the bottom dot is on the third space. That is how you draw a proper bass clef. In the bass staff, the names of the notes on the lines from bottom to top are G, B, D, F, and A. We can use the sentence good boys do fine always to help us remember our lines. So we have good boys do fine always. The names of the notes in the spaces from bottom to top are A, C, E, and G. We can use the sentence all cows eat grass to help us remember. So we have all cows eat grass. Here we have all the notes on the bass clef staff and their positions on the keyboard relative to middle C. So we have G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A. If you remember from our last episode, we can have two notes with the same name but different pitches. Here we have G and A. They both have the same letter name, but this G will sound lower and this G will sound higher. If a note is closer to the bottom of a staff, the pitch will be lower than a note that is closer to the top of the staff. Let's take a look at our first example here. We are going to write the letter names of the following notes. Let's take a look. First, let's identify if our note is on a line or a space. We can see that this note is on a line, so we can use our sentence, good boys do fine always, to help us out. So we start at the bottom, good boys. This is a B. We have another note on a line, and so we can use our sentence, good boys do fine always. Since this is on the first line, we have a G. Next, we have a note on a space, on the third space in particular. So we can use our sentence, all cows eat grass. This is an E. Over here, we have a note on the top line. So we can use our sentence, good boys do fine always. This is an A. Our second to last note is on the middle line. So we can use our sentence, good boys do. This is a D. And lastly, we have a note on the second space. So we can use the sentence, all cows eat grass. This is a C. Next, we are going to write the notes on the staff indicated by the letters. If the notes can be written in two places, write one above the other. Let's go. So, I can manipulate our note now, and we're looking for a G. So we know we have a G here on the first line for good boys do fine always, and we have a G here for all cows eat grass. Next, let's find B. So we have good boys, B. Now we have a C, so we use all cows. There we go. We have an F, so we use good boys do fine. Next, we have an E, so we can use all cows eat. We have an A. Now, if you remember from earlier, A has two locations. One for all cows eat grass, and then good boys do fine always. And lastly, we have a D, so we can use good boys do on our third line. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you feel more confident in your abilities to identify the lines and spaces of the bass clef. In our next lesson, we will be looking at the grand staff.